Mail, mail, mail. In the modern world today, a lot of things have changed, such as using a bicycle to make a long distance journey or by foot. But now the development has brought us change whereby we'll not make use of cars, trains, or airplanes in making long distance journeys. So as to the transfer of information and its development from making of cabins on walls to writing up letters, and currently right now the use of email to transfer information from one device to another, much easier, quickly, swiftly, and faster. And so friends, today I'm going to be using JavaScript to teach you guys how to send email using email.js. My name is Nelson, welcome back to Coding Chess, and I'm really glad having you guys ride along with me. Welcome back friends. So I'm quickly going to show you guys how our project is going to look. And currently right now I'm on my web browser and I have a web form which says sending an email using email.js. So right now I have some blank spaces which I have to fill up, and so I'm gonna start up from the name. For the name I'm gonna say Nelson because that's my name, Nelson. Then an email, so let me just pick any random email. So I'm gonna say coding let me say coding at gmail.com. Yep, coding at gmail.com. Then say something. Then I'm just gonna say thanks a lot for this content. Yep, so thanks a lot for this content. So right now, as you can see, if I hover, it shines green. This is a green color. So if I hover out, if I remove the mouse from here, it gets back to the default. So if I come here, it says submit. Then if I click this, it says submitting. Then we're gonna expect, yep, you see the notification sent successfully. So I'm gonna click OK. So if I click OK, it's gonna change to submitted. So I'm gonna go check my inbox right now, my mail, to see the mail that just came in. So currently right now guys, I'm in my Gmail. This is my mail. So this is the mail that just came in. So I'm gonna click this. So you could see Coding Chess blog. This came from Coding Chess blog, and it says hello Coding Chess, message from the Gmail in which we provided, coding at gmail.com. Then beneath that, the message which came along with the Gmail, which says thanks a lot for this content. So guys, this is what we're literally gonna be doing in this tutorial, and this is what I'm gonna be teaching you guys. So let's continue. So currently right now I'm my VS Code editor, and I have a folder email.js. Then inside the folder I have a file email.html. So first things first friends, we're gonna go ahead creating our boilerplate. Shift plus exclamation mark, hit enter. So I'm gonna go ahead changing my title. So my title, I'm gonna say mail. I'm gonna name this as mail. So secondly, we're gonna go ahead creating our form. So for that, I'm gonna give this a heading h2. So I'm gonna say sending an email using email.js. Yep. So after that, I'm gonna have a div tag. Then inside the div tag, I'm gonna have my form. Then for the action, I'm gonna put hash. Then I'm gonna have an ID of form. Then after that, I'm gonna have a class of mail. Then after that, I'm gonna have on submit. I'm gonna say on submit. So this function, then this takes in a callback function. So for the callback function, I'm gonna say send mail. So this function is gonna contain everything that this code is gonna run on top of, you understand? So this function is the main thing that is gonna run our code for us. So everything our code is gonna contain inside this function majorly. So without this function, we can send mail to anywhere or any device in which you want to send it to. So this function is kind of like our master, you understand, like or every. So this is send mail function. So after this, I'm gonna put this, sorry, so my semicolon, then I'm gonna say reset, then I'm gonna put another semicolon, then after that I'm gonna say return. I'm gonna set this to false. Yep, I'm gonna set this to false. So slide over and hit enter, and hit enter again. So I'm gonna have up next the label for this is gonna take in a value of name. Then inside here I'm gonna say name, then input type of text. Yep, that's good. Then I'm gonna give this a name, then this also gonna have an ID of name. That's perfect. So after that I'm gonna break this br tag 2 times, then hit enter. Then let me just duplicate this and just make some changes. Let's copy, come over here and paste. So label for, so for this I'm gonna change this to email, and for this it's not gonna be text no longer, so it's gonna be email. Then for the name, email likewise, and also for the ID likewise email. Yep, that's perfect. So next up we're gonna have our text area. Okay, yep, I forgot. Oh yeah, it's in perfect shape. So we're gonna have a text area, a name. So I don't think I need the name, so I don't need the name, so I need the ID. So it's gonna take in an ID of text. Then for the column, I'm gonna give this party. Then for the row, I'm gonna give this 7. Then after that we're gonna have a placeholder which says, as we saw previously, which says say something, then dot. So after that I'm gonna have my button for submit, button with type of submit. Yep, submit. Then no, not bottle, sorry, typo error. Button, then submit, then this is gonna take in an ID of submit. Then inside this I'm gonna say submit. Perfect. So let's save up and preview right now on our web browser how this is gonna look. So currently, friends, in our web browser, this is how it looks so far. Sending an email, so it looks good but not in perfect shape as one in the base. So let's add our CSS styling so that it's gonna look so nice and beautiful, you know. So for the style, I'm gonna say style, then hit enter. So I'm gonna start up with my heading, the H2, hit enter. So for this I'm gonna say text decoration underline. So I want my text to be underlined. Then next up I'm gonna say text area, Okay, text align center. Yep. So after the heading, I'm gonna go for div second. Div. So this comes second. So position. I'm gonna give this a position of absolute. Yep, that's perfect. So next, I'm gonna say left 200 pixel, and after that, top. From the top, I'm gonna say 60 pixel. Then I'm gonna give this text alignment to the center. Then the background color of RGB 21 24. Okay, sorry. So this 21. Then for the green, I'm gonna say 24. Then for the blue, likewise, I'm gonna say the same. For this is gonna be 24. Likewise. So after the background color, I'm gonna have a color. Let's color the text. So the text is gonna be white. Then after the color, I'm gonna have padding, internal spacing 20 pixel. Then after the padding, I'm gonna have a width. Of 50 viewport width. Then after the div, I'm gonna go thirdly for the button. Why am I always making a mistake? I'm sorry, friends. So button, and I'm gonna have padding. Of 10 pixel. Then I'm gonna have a background color which says hash. So 0017. Then 2 capital letter D uppercase. So I'm gonna hit my enter. Then I'm gonna say color. I'm gonna make this black. Color black. Then save up, and now let's preview the end result of everything. So in our web browser, this is how it looks. So the button on hover, it doesn't change color yet. So this is the first observation. So we're gonna walk in there. Then it sits right next to the text area. So there's the second observation. So let's go make changes. So for that, we're gonna come to the text area and say BR 2 times. Then for the hover effect, so let's go to the styling. Let's scroll up to the styling. So I'm gonna say button on hover, background color of chartreuse. That's good. Then a color, default color of black. Yep. So let's save up and go preview again. So right now, friends, you see it's looking better and in good shape. So up next, friends, we're gonna go to our JavaScript where the main functionalities are gonna be carried out. So let's go back to our VS Code and continue. So back to our VS Code for JavaScript, we have to link email.js to our project. So first of all, we're gonna write script like this. Yeah, script. And so to link this, we have to do the necessary things first by visiting email.js. So this is the official website, email.js, www.email.js.com. So you could visit this. Then when you're here in the home page, you will see the sign up for free, the sign in, and also the sign up for free. So I already have an account in which I signed up before for free. So you could go ahead doing this in case if you don't have an account created already with them. But if you already do have an account created with them, you could click sign in. So right now I have an account, so I'm going to click sign in. And so as you can see right now, I'm currently logged in into my account, email.js.com. So this is my account, as you can see. So to link email.js to our project, we're going to slide over to docs, click on docs. Then if you click on docs, then slide down to where you see SDK, then click on installation. Then when you've done that, then you slide down, then you see where they wrote browser script. So this is the script you're going to copy and paste in your code for its connection with your project. So this link is gonna enable, this script is gonna enable the connectivity between email.js and your project. So let's go back to our project. So back here over on our project, I'm gonna go paste this in the head. You could paste this if you want down beneath, but I prefer pasting this in the head. So after my title, I'm gonna say Ctrl V. So I pasted it. So let me take this, all this in. So I'm gonna copy them all. Align them all. Sorry, I'm gonna align them all. Then click on tab. So they're all in. So I'm gonna save this up. Ctrl S. So currently, right now, friends, my email.js account is currently linked with my project. So my email.html project. So it's currently linked with my project. So let's keep going. Now, as you can see from what we copied, the script in which we copied, you could see this place inside the quote your public key. So for this, your public key, so to get a public key, let's get back to email.js. So for your public key, slide down to where you see account, click on account. Then as you can see, after API keys, you can see public key. So you're gonna copy this. You're gonna have to copy this. Ctrl C. Then get back to your code. Then we're gonna have to paste this. Ctrl V. Then let's save up. So right now, friends, your email.js has been successfully linked with your project, and likewise your project has also been successfully linked with your email.js. So right now, friends, we're gonna have to write the code that's gonna make sending of email possible. So whereby if you come here, write a name, type a name, Gmail, then your message you send, it goes, you know. So we're gonna write a code that's gonna make this possible. So to do that, let's slide back to our VS Code. In our script, I'm gonna have to work on my submit event. So first things first, I'm gonna target my form by doing document dot get element by ID. So I gave this an ID of form. So we see it's necessity dot add event listener, then submit on submit. So I'm submitting the form. What do I want to do? I want this callback function to be fired. So I'm gonna take in an event object inside this. Then I'm gonna hit enter. Then either let's prevent the default. Let's prevent the page from reloading. Prevent default. Yep. Then after this, I'm gonna go ahead creating a function for this. I'm gonna go ahead creating a function for this. Why? Because I want my code to be neat. You understand? So if I want, I will do it with the function. But for now, to me, it's so necessary using the function to make my code look so neat, easy, and simplified. You know. So I'm gonna take in a function of send mail. You could remember the function we passed before this, send mail. Then I'm gonna say var params call to, yep. Then inside is this an object, then I'm gonna say document dot get element by ID of name dot value. So I'm gonna have to duplicate this, friends. Control alternate any of the arrow keys. So I'm gonna make slight changes. So for this, I'm gonna say Gmail. Then for this, I'm gonna say text. Then over here, I'm gonna change this also to Gmail. Then beneath that, I'm gonna change this to text. Yep. So after that, I'm gonna need my service ID and my template ID. So I'm gonna create a variable that's gonna hold my service ID and my template ID. So don't be scared, friends. Your service ID and your template ID you're gonna get from your email.js account, the account in which you created with email.js. So let's go over to my account. Now over to my account, as you can see, I already have a service in which I created one service already. So let's go over creating a new service for the sake of this video. So I'm gonna click add new service. So to get your service ID, you have to create a new service. So you're gonna choose from all these which service in which you want to create. So I want to create a Gmail service. Click on Gmail. Then what Gmail do you want to use? So I'm gonna put in my Gmail right now. Already before you finish creating your service ID, before you finish creating a new service, you can see already they've created a service ID for you. So you're just gonna go ahead, click on connect account, give it some time, then choose the account which you want to connect. So I want to connect to one of my Gmail, so I'm gonna click on it. So you give it some time, it's gonna connect. So you're gonna see this notification. Email.js already has some access, so Gmail is gonna give you a notification. Then click on continue if you accept. So just click on continue and accept because it's safe, it's secure, no need to be scared. Then when it's done, when it's connected, you will see a message here, connected as, then name your Gmail address. Then you're gonna come over here, then click on create service. Then it's gonna take some time loading, and you're gonna see some notification here. The service has been added successfully. So friends, you've already created a service for yourself. So you're gonna click here right now. Then if you click here, see your service ID. So you're gonna go ahead, copy this, Ctrl C, then slide back to your VS Code, your project. So back here in our project, friends, I told you guys that we're gonna create a variable, two variables that are gonna hold one, our service ID, and secondly our template ID. So let's go ahead, starting with our service ID because we have that copied already. So I'm gonna create a const variable, const, then I'm gonna name it service ID equal to, inside the quotation, this is gonna be a string literal. So Ctrl V. So this is the ID in which we copied. Then come beneath this, let's create, so let's close this with semicolon. Then come beneath this, let's also create a template ID, so that it's gonna look so much easier for us. When we copy, we'll just come and paste. So if we copy, we'll come over here and paste. And so let's slide back to our email.js to get this template ID. So over here in email.js, to get a template ID, you're gonna come over here. The first is for the services, as you could remember. So not right now, for template ID, we're gonna come over here, email templates, where you see this, click on email templates, create new template. I already have a template already, as you could see, but let's create a new one for the sake of this tutorial. So what this email template does for you is to allow you set up how you want your Gmail to look when you send it to a user or a visitor to your website. So you're gonna use all this to design, to configure the outlook, how your email is gonna look. So if you want a greeting to your PFS when sending your mail, so you're gonna say something like hello, then maybe any name. So let's change this name. Let me just say hello friend. So right now I'm editing this, so you could leave it as a default if you want, but you're just gonna have to make some slight changes. So I'm gonna love my mail message to start with a greeting. So let's greet my user, hello friends. So for the second one, you got a new message from name. So what you're gonna be passing inside this are your object variables, and as you remember in the code, so let me take you guys back. So I did create an object. As you can see, this is my object of params, and I had 3 variables, name, Gmail, and text, holding some values. Yeah, so this is what I'm talking about. So let's get back. So these 3 variables are what you're gonna be passing inside here. So it depends on you. So for this one, they say you got a new message from, so you're gonna say name. So it's gonna, I put the name of the person, then the message. For my message, I made my message to be text. Yep. So this is best wishes. Let me change this and say best wishes coding chess. Then you can slide over here to this right hand side right now. For the first to email, you're going to provide the email in which you want to receive this from your visitors to your website or from your users. So I'm going to put the email in which I want to receive this. Then the second one from name, so you're just going to provide them any name in which you want. So the name in which I want is coding chess. Let's leave this at coding chess. You could put your name, Nelson, Xavi, Alonso, and whatsoever, Aubameyang. Then when you're done, come over here, click on save. So you're gonna see a notification template has been added successfully. So it's been added successfully. So let's navigate back. Click here, then see the template. So click here. So it brings us back. So you do see, navigate back again. So you do see our template has been added successfully to the one in which I previously had. So let's click here again. So it brings us here. So for your template ID, you're gonna have to click on settings. Then here you go, template ID. So you're gonna have to copy this, Ctrl C. So let's get back to our code, and then we're gonna paste here, Ctrl V, save up, and let's continue. So next up, I want to make it possible whereby if I click the submit button, so let me take you guys back. If I click my submit button here, it's gonna write for me submitting. So let's get back to our code and get it done. So hit enter. So I'm gonna say document, let's target the submit button, the get element by ID of what? ID of submit, dot inner text equal to, I'm gonna say submitting. Yep, submitting. Then I'm gonna say dot. We guys saw this previously. Space this out. Then yeah, I think I'm gonna go. Then after that, you're gonna have to come underneath it and say email js dot send. Then I'm gonna pass in some parameters like my service ID. I'm gonna have to pass in 3 parameters. My service ID. Secondly, for the second parameter, my template ID. And thirdly, I'm gonna have to pass in my object in which I created my params, which is short abbreviation for kind of parameters, you know, whatsoever you could think of it to be. So after that, I'm gonna add a dot then. You know, the dot then is kind of like, if this goes successful, do this for me. Then dot catch is kind of like, if this goes the wrong way, do this for me. So you know, so the success is the dot then the failure is the dot catch. So for my success right now, if this is successful, dot then inside this I'm gonna say rest, then I'm gonna pass in a function, then inside there I'm gonna say document dot get element by ID of name, then I'm gonna pass the value, then this is gonna be an empty string. So let me duplicate this, save us time. So you're gonna have to duplicate this 4 times. So just make some slight changes. So we had our name, so right now we're gonna have our email, then after our email we're gonna have the text, then after the text I'm gonna have my submit all empty strings apart from the submit. From the submit we're gonna pass submitted. So why this is different is cause I want when this is successful, it's gonna show success. Okay, no, it's gonna show submitted, not success. So you know, as I said previously, we made functionality whereby if we click this, it's gonna show submitting to show you it's in progress. Then the third one is when it's done, when it has finally succeeded, it's gonna show you submitted, so you know it's done. You get? So that's what this is doing over here. So after that, I want to come down and say a lot. I'm gonna say send successfully. So I do also want to receive an alert message so that I know that my message has been sent, my mail has been sent successfully. So that's a good one, you know. So after that, I'm gonna come beneath this and tag on dot catch. So I told you guys the catch is for the error. So what this literally means is, in case if this fails, carry on with this, you know. So it's very necessary. So I'm gonna pass in a function. As you can see, I'm gonna say just a console dot log, then error. Let's just show us the error so we know what we're doing wrong. Then close this up and let's save and go preview. So friends, let's view our end product. So name, I'm still gonna say email code at gmail.com. Then I'm gonna say never give up, then hit and submit and give some time. See, sent successfully. So we're gonna go right now, visit our Gmail, our mail to see this. So over here in our mail, you see, click on this new message from Milk. You see, so this is the message, she never give up. So that's it, friends. Thanks for watching this video. Please do like, share and subscribe, and I really appreciate you guys. Thanks a lot. Bye.